Here's a quick random review of designs, glazes, and effects of the raw alkaline borax glazes. This is a design from 1986 called Pocket. The brown is a red earthenware clay that can be applied with a brush or a knife, or it can be pressed into a mold. It's a perfect design for sticks. Alright, what are you going to do with all these sticks anyway, termite? This actually evolved from the design of a heart for the shipwreck. Now, this was a radical design change for me. I didn't work in ceramics in 1985. You can notice here two glaze firings, two separate layers of glaze. It was a little bubbly, that was the second fire. That's my box of sticks. Put them in the dishwasher now. I'm stronger than dirt, stronger than dirt, stronger than dirt. Rock pot. Come on, don't put my sticks inside. They'll just throw them away. They're just gonna throw them away. Don't even waste the time. Well, in '83 and '84, I was making crazypots. Experimented with raku reduction, different clay, commercial glazes here. But this is one of my own mixtures for copper iron, red, and these are regular glazes. That's raku. I used regular low-fire glazes and raku glazes on the same piece, then smoked it in wet leaves, pine straw, and paper. But the designs are crazy too. And these are my borax glazes. This is raw borax, soda ash, pearl ash, also known as potassium carbonate. No frits, impossible to dip. All hand painted with brushes. Well, you have to paint the outside first. And because these ingredients are all soluble in water, it's all absorbed into the clay body. But sodium expands and contracts dramatically compared to the clay body and will blow it apart. You can't use earthenware or stoneware. And you need a special clay formula with a lot of talc and calcium in it that will withstand the expansion of the sodium. And you need multiple glaze firings. You'll be lucky if 20% of them make it. Now here's another typical design, and this is just simply a wash. One glaze firing here. Well, two glazes painted on at the same time, but only fired in one glaze firing. It's a test piece to see how the glaze would work over these little crevices and lines. Now this here is a potato pot. It's only got one glaze fire. Okay, this is one of my early crazy pots. It's slip cast. I was really trying to experiment with mold making, see what how strange a shape I can make and make a mold of it. And here I glazed two of them with the same glaze and pulled one of them out of the kiln. This one. Putting it in a container with wet leaves, whatever. Kind of interesting, but not a great raku glaze. There it is, under regular oxidation firing in the electric kiln. It's a little thin and overfired. I was still developing the glaze at this point, and checking out what it did at different temperatures and making adjustments to the recipe. Alright, now this is the design of a rock pot. It's been fired at least twice there, because you can see the cracks have been stained. Here's another one, same thing, 2 glaze firings. You can barely see those stained cracks in it. A little bit of a raised design, hard to make out in this video. Now, cracks develop in a glaze when it cools down, and you can increase the cracks by opening the kiln up before it's completely cooled down. And different glazes have different patterns into the cracks. Both of these pieces have I'm using the same glaze. But one's been probably coated with iron oxide first, stained it first. This one, not everywhere. And then you can, and because I'm using a brush, I can put it on thicker here and thinner there to get a mottled effect. Stain it with any of the metal oxides to bring out the surface details. And this one is just fired once, glaze fired once. And this was definitely coated with iron oxide first to stain all these little cracks and crevices and lines, and then put a glaze over it of real thin. It's hardly a glaze at all when you get down to it. If your definition of a glaze is a glass that's covering ceramic, now here's that same piece that hadn't been glazed, and it's just kind of weird. Videotaping one in the dark. Had some weird, see what kind of weird stuff it was doing. Just experimenting with the surface textures here.